On this episode of China Uncensored, the biggest China news today. Hi, welcome to China Uncensored. I'm your host, Chris Chappell. I'm in Hong Kong this week as part of our Pivot to Asia tour. And if you've been following the situation here, you know that huge things are happening. On Friday, pro-Beijing forces in the Hong Kong government made a move that could expel 4 pro-democracy lawmakers from office. And that could open doors for the government to pass an anti-subversion law that could be the biggest threat to freedom that Hong Kong has faced in 20 years. Not to mention, it makes a mockery out of Hong Kong's democratic process, the one country, two systems policy that's supposed to protect the people of Hong Kong, and shows the Chinese Communist Party's increasing encroachment here. Yep. What's that, Shelley? Okay. Everyone wants me to talk about Donald Trump instead. Apparently, the U.S. president-elect has, shall we say, trumped all this seriously freedom-threatening news by making a phone call to the president of Taiwan. Or as Trump claimed on Twitter, she totally called him first. Now, what's the big deal? Presidents of lots of countries have called to congratulate Trump. The difference is, Taiwan is not a country, just ask the Chinese Communist Party. They claim Taiwan as a province of China and have forced almost every other country, including the United States, to agree to the One China policy. That's where everyone collectively pretends Taiwan is somehow not an independent country, despite its having its own government, currency, and military. So to avoid upsetting the Chinese Communist Party, no U.S. president or president-elect has had a direct phone call with the Taiwanese president in 40 years. Instead, the U.S. has an unofficial relationship with Taiwan, in which we promise to help them defend themselves if China invades, but we can't refer to them as a government. Until Donald Trump. That's a phrase I think I'm going to be hearing a lot over the next 4 years. Anyway, Chinese officials expressed their anger over this incident. Also a phrase I think I'm going to be hearing a lot over the next 4 years. Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi gave reporters the standard line on Friday about how adherence to the One China policy is the cornerstone of the healthy development, yada yada yada. Chinese officials also launched a formal diplomatic protest with the U.S. Now, some people in the lamestream media say Donald Trump had the phone call because of his business interests in Taiwan, like plans to build Trump hotels there. Others claim he did it out of ignorance of the nuanced diplomatic relationship. But maybe he's just trolling China. It would be a bold move to change the U.S. policy toward Taiwan. It's just not clear if that's what's actually happening. And one possible repercussion here is that the Chinese Communist Party won't make a fuss with the U.S., but will instead take it out on Taiwan. What's that, Shelley? Oh. That's already happened. Anyway, now that the U.S. media has obsessed over this phone call, like high school girls freaking out over a text with the most popular guy in school, maybe we can get back to talking about the apparently second most important piece of China news today. Hong Kong. What's that, Shelley? What do you think? Leave your comments below. Once again, I'm Chris Chappell. See you next time.